expanding my bookcase museum quite a lot, and these two bookcases contain volumes that have a lot of my own writings in them, some collections and things that I've established, arrowheads, Indian artifacts, so on and so forth. So I'm going to just randomly select a book, a notebook, and open it, and we'll look at it together as I hope that you'll find it interesting, because I think the Bookcase Museum is indeed very interesting. So let's pick a book. Okay, this happens to be the notebook that I picked out to look at with you tonight, and it just so happens to be one of my favorite notebooks in the collection. But I did do it just by coincidence. This one has a lot of really cool postal history items in it and other things. This one, for example, is an 1839 stampless cover that was sent from Middleton, Connecticut to Detroit, Michigan, to our then governor, the first governor of Michigan, Stephen T. Mason's. I have his autograph, which is on the back of the postal cover, and so that's when Michigan's capital was still in Lansing, or excuse me, Detroit. It moved to Lansing. And then on this next page is another fascinating stampless cover, and this one was sent again to Detroit. It's from 1845, and it was sent to the treasurer of the state of Michigan at Detroit. And a very interesting cover indeed. And inside the cover, because they wrote on it and then folded it over, inside the cover is the letter to the treasurer, to the Michigan treasurer at that time. And then this is a fairly common cover. It's from the Civil War, and it was a really neat because it's a cover that was sent to Monroe, Michigan from New Orleans when the Union troops had occupied New Orleans. And it has two pink George Washington stamps on it, perforated. Kind of neat cover. And then, then over here it's just a lot of different things that, that I've found that this book particularly that pertains to Michigan, the Page automobile, which was made in Detroit, Michigan. And then here's a kind of a cool cover from the 1920s, early 1920s, featuring three stamps. Again, those are George Washington stamps. A lot of postal covers in here. Some of them are really significant. Some of them are common, but nonetheless, interesting for the stamps, for the messages, and what have you. And then, I'm just going to flip through here. This one is a postal cover from here in Saginaw, Michigan. It was sent via airmail to Saginaw, Michigan, and it's signed by the postmaster of Saginaw at that time, Ernest E. Tibbett, and it was sent to commemorate the last airmail flight out of Saginaw at the 5-cent rate. So, nice 5-cent stamp, nice clear cancellation, and kind of a historic cover. And then, as we go along, fascinating receipt here from the from the Bank of Saginaw, and this one was dated in 1925. And notice the really nice little engraved clip on it. And there are well over 100 items in this one book. These are for the Golden Jubilee of the light bulb, Thomas Edison. And then continuing on through it, we come to some other really here's a business card from 1941 that was hand-drawn. Let's see, something you don't see a whole lot of anymore, the Western Union Telegram. This particular one was, I believe, from 1953. And then also in here are trade tokens. These were actually coupons of the day, late 1900s. This was for a free cake of Crystal White, two free cakes actually of Crystal White, which was a soap. There's another Crystal White. Let's see, John's Clothier in Saginaw, another one from John's Clothier. And the trade tokens are fascinating. They're made out of aluminum, and these were dug by my friend Gil Alberg. Some of them held up well, some of them not so well underground. Here's a good luck charm from the 1940s, and it has a Lincoln penny embedded in it. Higher Baking Company, Saginaw, Saginaw Board of Education. Like this one didn't bear up well under time. Nice little design on that one. And then over here we have a, I'm not sure what that was. It's a doghouse type little tag from the 1920s. So again, I'm not sure what the doghouse tag was all about. It could have been out of a Cracker Jack box from the 20s. Boy Scout tags. Again, just all kinds of interesting things. There's more recent ones like Burger King here, U.S. Olympics. This is from a top from a free trial little tin of Koner's salve, or night cream. And over here, just again, there's some steel pennies from the 1940s, World War II. Here's a cool penny that's been has impressed in it F and a B. I'm not sure what that stands for. And then these little tags, took a bit of research for me to find out what they were. These are coal tags, and they were scattered into the train coal cars so that customer would know what kind of coal they were purchasing. Okay. And then lastly, and here's the a tax stamp for the Emerson Drug Company, who made bromo seltzer. It's a little bromo seltzer bottle on the cover, or excuse me, on the stamp. And I dug up tons of bromo seltzer bottles. They were a deep cobalt blue. So that's it. This collection is dedicated to my dad, because him and I, many years ago, collected stamps together, and that's a very fond memory of him. So I hope you enjoyed taking a very brief look at this one small collection out of many, and we'll get together again real soon and look at some more of them. Hey, God bless, and have a great night.